Tracking breaks and downtime without being overbearing can be a tricky balance, but it's essential for ensuring productivity and preventing burnout. In this quick 3-minute tutorial, I'll show you how to do it seamlessly while keeping things light and non-intrusive. The first step is to choose the right software. Most popular solutions can be invasive, but there's one that strikes the right balance between tracking and respecting personal time. I've tried them all, and the software I'll be using today is discreet but powerful. Stay tuned until the end, and I'll tell you how you can get an exclusive free trial of this software, available only to viewers of this channel. Now, let's dive into how to track downtime without overstepping. First, you want to ensure that the software you're using doesn't feel like a surveillance tool. Look for features that allow employees to self-report their breaks. This way, they're in control of when they log their time, but it still gives you the data you need to track productivity. Second, be sure the software integrates smoothly with the rest of your workflow. For example, when your team takes a break, make sure the software automatically pauses or updates their task progress so it doesn't feel like you're micromanaging them. It's all about being unobtrusive while still getting the job done. Third, set guidelines and expectations around breaks and downtime up front. Clear communication about what's expected will help avoid any friction. If you allow breaks whenever someone needs it, just make sure there's transparency around it so no one feels like their downtime is being scrutinized. Another important point is flexibility. Not everyone's downtime is the same. Some people prefer short, frequent breaks, while others may need longer, less frequent downtime. Look for software that offers flexibility in tracking break times to accommodate different preferences. This makes it feel less rigid and more like a personal choice rather than a forced routine. For more advanced tracking, you could enable automated notifications or reminders about breaks. But here's the key. These should be gentle reminders, not a strict clock-in, clock-out system. The software we'll be using today lets you customize these reminders to ensure they're friendly and helpful, not bossy. You'll also want to keep track of downtime data in a way that doesn't come across as an invasion of privacy. Review the overall trends and patterns, not specific details. For example, you could look at average break times per day instead of tracking every minute someone spends away from their desk. This way, you can see the bigger picture without micromanaging. At the end of the day, the goal is to track breaks and downtime while respecting personal boundaries. With the right software, you can get the data you need while giving your team the autonomy they deserve. Key takeaway: tracking breaks and downtime doesn't have to be a hassle. With the right software, you can monitor productivity without overbearing your team. Make sure you're using a tool that allows flexibility, transparency, and doesn't interfere with personal time. And remember, if you want to follow along with the software I mentioned today, I've got a special free trial for you in the description below, exclusive to viewers of this channel. Don't miss out on this opportunity. To quickly recap, pick software that integrates with your workflow, allows employees to self-report downtime, offers flexible tracking options, and provides gentle reminders. This will ensure that you're tracking downtime effectively without being intrusive. Thanks for watching, and take advantage of that free trial.